Alright, I'd like to introduce you to the newest shirt in Screw Attack apparel.
I thought we weren't supposed to make any new designs until we sold out of the old stuff.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. Anyway, let me present to you the brand new Top 10 shirt.
Isn't that just the 10-year anniversary?
New Top 10 t-shirt. Hey, click the link in the description and buy the brand new, not in any way old Top 10 shirt. Buy it now and you get 14% off Rooster Teeth's store because of 14 years of Rooster Teeth. That's nice. So buy it now or they're gonna eat me.
So there's this little game you might have heard of called Overwatch. It's not a big deal or anything. It's just, one of the most popular games to come out in the last decade. But one of the reasons for its popularity is, with no doubt, its characters. These characters are so fun to play as, their personalities are memorable, they just leave a lasting impression on you. So we're gonna give you the 10 best. Hey, I'm Nervous Nick for Screw Attack's Top 10 Overwatch Characters.
Number 10.
Symmetra. We love to hate you, but for the purposes of this list, though, we love to love you. An architect from Utopia, India, Symmetra mastered the art of radical hard light bending, which apparently means she can create things out of nothing. And when I say radical, I mean the cool kind of radical. This translates into her being able to create laser turrets to cover choke points, a giant floating shield to keep the pressure off, and teleporters to, well, teleport. Not to mention her shield generators, which basically add a 7th hero's worth of shields to your team, all of which are invaluable when it comes to defending a point. It also apparently means that she's got a laser gun that melts people. Yeah, I personally think she's more of a defense hero than a support, but who am I to argue? She's a beast either way.
Number 9.
She's patient, ruthless, and blue. Widowmaker started out pretty normal until one day she was kidnapped and brainwashed into an efficient killer. Ever since then, she's been one of the leading causes of ruckus among Overwatch players. With her trusty grappling hook, poisonous spider mines, and her half machine gun, half sniper rifle thingy, she's a force to be reckoned with in the right hands. Oh, and did I mention that her ultimate would literally be considered cheating in any other first-person shooter? But it's too bad that she follows the unspoken rule that any Widowmaker on your team is always worse than the Widowmaker on their team. Every single time.
Number 8.
He's got Southern charm, a cool poncho, and his favorite time of day just so happens to be roughly 12 o'clock in the afternoon. His name is McCree. This cowboy started out as a member of the notorious Deadlock gang, but when caught by Team Overwatch in a sting operation, he chose the path of the good guys. McCree is a mid-range offensive hero that has the capacity to completely wreck any baddie that crosses his path. And he'll do it with a revolver called the Peacekeeper. Forget about your jetpacks, your force fields, your teleportation devices. McCree just needs 6 shots, a combat roll to reload, and then 6 more shots. Look, he just wants to shoot you, okay? And if that wasn't enough, his flashbang can stop a charging Reinhardt. I mean, his belt buckle literally has BAM written on it, so you know he means business.
Number 7.
I've learned so much conversational vocabulary in other languages just from playing Overwatch, like the Chinese word for hello, the French word for magnificent, and probably the most useful in everyday conversation, the Japanese phrase for taste the dragon's blade. Arigato, Genji-san. Genji, the cyborg ninja, had a pretty dark past involving a slight disagreement with his brother Hanzo that left Genji nearly dead. But ever since Overwatch gave him some metal arms and legs, he's been tearing it up everywhere, except on the capture point. My warrior spirit burns bright when I dash through the enemy team, kill the support, and get out before anybody even notices. Oh, and nothing is more satisfying than making an enemy shoot themselves in the face. Yeah, how do you like that, Bastion?
Number 6.
It wouldn't be a best Overwatch characters list if we didn't include the big man himself, Reinhardt. A knight of valor and courage, Reinhardt dedicated most of his life to the noble cause that Overwatch was offering. His kit is all about defending his weak little teammates while simultaneously slamming down the hammer of justice on his foes. Probably his most useful ability is his barrier field, which is amazing for preventing his team from getting murdered. But of course he's also got, a rocket hammer and rocket boosters on his back. But just because Reinhardt plays big and tough and mean on the battlefield doesn't mean that's how he is all the time. Look, he's reading books to kids. How sweet.
Number 5.
Behind Reinhardt, the second oldest character on Team Overwatch is Ana. But if we've learned anything, age does not dictate the level of awesome. Basically a founder of Overwatch, Ana has fought for good from the beginning, at least until Widowmaker shot her in the face. Now she still fights for good, but she punches a little. Ana can snipe, heal, and her biotic grenade is a game changer. So get this, if there's like a group of bad guys and good guys all clumped together and you throw this biotic grenade, it'll blow up everybody on the other team while healing everybody on yours. How does that even work? And don't even get me started on her sleep dart. If you haven't gone into arcade mode with 6 Anas and sleep darted somebody until they rage quit, you have not lived.
Number 4.
When South Korea was attacked by a giant sea robot, who did the government call in to save them? A pro gamer who goes by D.Va. Well, let's be honest, we all knew they'd need us eventually. Whether D.Va is blasting down Reinhardt with her fusion cannons, blocking a full Pharah ultimate with her defense matrix, or literally blowing up her mech to devastating effect, D.Va is in it to win it. She even live streams her combat operations, so you can be sure that 5 million people just saw you get pistol whipped by a little girl.
Number 3.
You know, usually when somebody gets described as a tank, that's metaphorical, but I'm pretty sure Zarya is trying to literally be a tank. I mean, why not? She uses a particle cannon from an actual tank as her main weapon. If that didn't make Zarya scary enough, that which hurts her literally makes her stronger. By using her shields to protect teammates from damage, her particle cannon shoots even harder. And she's got what's probably the most impactful ultimate in the entire game, a black hole of certain death. Undoubtedly, Zarya has lifted herself above the competition.
Number 2.
When it comes to being just really cool, Tracer is top-notch. And Blizzard would seem to agree because she's literally the face of the whole game. Through some very unfortunate circumstances, this cheeky adventurer gained the very fortunate ability to control her own space-time with a device called the Chronal Accelerator. It's like she can basically hit Control-Z at any point in her life. Needless to say, this translates very well into her abilities as an offensive hero. Despite her fight the good fight personality, she is evil in this game. She'll zip around your healers, throw pulse bombs onto Roadhog's face, but the sign of a truly effective Tracer is when you hear the enemy team faintly yelling in the background. Somebody please, for the love of God, kill this Tracer, I swear!
It's number 1.
The enemy is wiping out you and your entire team. All seems completely lost. That is when hope arrives in the form of a Brazilian man roller skating on the wall. Lucio, the freedom-fighting DJ you've all been waiting for, is here. And trust me, you want a Lucio supporting your team. Rolling around at the speed of sound, healing everybody at once, and dropping the beat in a tight spot. Lucio is the whole package. And it's not just helpful to have watching your back. Lucio is just straight up fun to play. Riding on walls is probably the single most fun thing to do in the entire game, because nothing says I'm better than you than never touching the ground. And listen, any character that lets me boop someone to their death, I will main them. Boop. It gets me every time.
That was Top 10 Overwatch Characters. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe because we do Top 10 videos every single week. And if you want to see some episodes you might have missed, we got this nice little playlist right here. Convenient. Click that magical internet button and we'll see you in another video.